friends. Welcome to a Resellers Passion YouTube channel. Thank you for coming back. Oh, let me fix myself. Um, uh, I do have on the same pink shirt, so I just literally tape one video and I just jump back into this video because I indicated at the end of the last video that I would probably give you some information on how to market your website. And that's what I'm going to do real quick. Again, I'm on Shopify. The name of my website is a resellerspassion.com, and I market myself. I indicated in the last video that once you get serious and decide you want to have a website, that you have to market yourself. Being on Poshmark, eBay, and the other platforms, even though you on occasion think that your sales are slow, that the system's slow, that it's saturated, they are still marketing for you. When you share, you already have an ingrained customer base. Like in my Poshmark, I have 157,000 followers. They are all potential customers. Whereas if you have a website, you start from zero. There's no one helping you. You have to do all the work yourself. So when you set it up, you should already have a social media presence. I'm present on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. I have several Facebook pages and I have a couple Facebook groups. So I already have an audience built in. Even just with Instagram alone, I can market my business. And so these are just some of the ideas of what you can do to market. You're selling yourself, you're putting yourself out there, you're reaching your own audience, you're creating your own fan base, if depending on what your website is based on. Okay, so one thing about Shopify, I can't really speak to the other platforms, but they're probably the same. But Shopify has a way for you to connect all your social media platforms. Okay. Facebook, I have a Facebook page and it's dedicated to Passion Reseller, and that's the name of my closet, my Poshmark closet, Passion Reseller. If you go into Facebook, they haven't changed my name for me. I originally set it up as Leslie's Fashion Boutique, but my username is Passion Reseller. So I have a store. One thing that happens with my Facebook page, it's linked to my Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook. So I suggested you do that. Totally different subject, but since we're already talking about how to market, I just wanted to segue in to show you like how I get a lot of people to follow me and how I get a lot of people to watch my videos and things. So anything that I post on Instagram, because it's linked to Facebook, my Facebook page, not my personal Leslie D. Tucker. So my family and friends are not getting my information. They're not getting bombarded. The people who like my page, my Passion Reseller on Facebook, it's linked to a Reseller's Passion Instagram. So any videos that I post, any of my daily posts, anything that I post on my Instagram page instantly gets downloaded onto my Facebook. So that creates an audience right there. Now, because I have a page on Facebook in Shopify, there's a way for me to link my Facebook page to my Shopify. So if I have items that are for sale, it instantly creates a shop onto my Facebook account. Okay. And if my items are not digital, if they're physical items, then I can create a shoppable link on Instagram. Currently, I don't have any physical items. I will be adding physical items to my website. That's how I used to have my crochet business. I had a page, created a shop, and then it was linked to Instagram and to Facebook. So if I posted a hat, there would be a link that you can click and it would take you to my Shopify store. But because my items on my website are digital based, Instagram doesn't allow that. But I still have my Facebook so that I can share it all over, and then the people who currently follow me or like my Facebook page will see any items that I put onto my Shopify. Okay, so that's one way. You can create an email list. So you can go in. The cool thing about Shopify is they have tons of apps. Anything that you could possibly think that you want to add to your Shopify store, there's an app for that. So you just go into the app section and you type in what you're interested in. And I have an email provider. So when you go to my website at resellerspassion.com, as soon as you log in, it'll pop up for you to put your information in there. And if in the future you want to hear from me, anytime I provide anything new, you'll get an email to your email account about what's going on in my business. The other thing is I have Instagram linked in there. So when you go in there at the bottom, it's like a roll of all my Instagram posts and things like that. And you can actually click on it and it takes you to my Instagram page. I'm linked to Twitter as well. So what happens is I do have products available. So I can share as I add an item or a product to my website. I can share it right to my Twitter. So I have a base on Twitter. I only have about 2,000 followers, and it's my Twitter account that I had for my crochet design business, but I didn't feel like, creating a new one. But they also get my Poshmark items because my Twitter is attached to Poshmark as well. So every couple of items will get shared to Twitter. Okay. My best platform that I like for my website, and it's becoming a really good platform for some of the other things that I'm doing, is Pinterest. Pinterest, you create boards and you create pins. So as soon as I add an item, I can share it right onto Pinterest. I've already created a board in my Pinterest for my website. So as soon as I click it, it goes right into that link. And people who are looking for those items on Pinterest will come across my account. And I'm not going to do a big thing on Pinterest, but if Pinterest came around a few years ago and you can create all these pretty boards and things like that, and there's not a lot of people who know how to utilize that, but I've been using Pinterest a lot lately. I have it set up as a business account. I have boards that are fun boards, so then when people come, they don't just see that I'm all about business. I have a board just for Ed Sheeran, love him, Chris Stapleton, country music singer, Idris Elba. I have my favorite color is pink, so I have that on Pinterest. A lot of things to kind of get the people in. Etsy from years ago, I didn't take all those boards down. But then I also have separate boards for my podcasts, my Instagram, my IGTV videos, for YouTube videos. So that's how people find me. When they type in reselling videos or anything like that, they find it on Pinterest and it brings them to my pin. They click on it and it takes them to the actual pin. Like for my podcast, I have all my episodes. So from episode 1 to currently 64, they can click on it and it'll take them right to the podcast and they can listen. So don't sleep on Pinterest, friends. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of give you some ideas of how to market yourself. You really have to do it. And a test for yourself is once you get started, even now, if you Google yourself, you want to see how you come up in the feed. If you Google a reseller's passion, there I am. If you Google Leslie D. Tucker, I come up. But if you Google a reseller's passion, I'm everywhere. I'm on almost every podcast platform. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and I have a couple Facebook. Again, as I said, Pinterest will come up, Twitter will come up, LinkedIn will come up. So many different platforms. You have to market yourself. No one's going to do it for you, especially if you have a website. You definitely want to put in the work. You can't get lazy on it, and then you can't complain later that you're not getting any sales or anything like that. If you take time every day and come up with a specific marketing calendar or marketing schedule, you can market yourself for all of your platforms at one time. So if you have like 30 minutes a day, take that time out and market for Instagram, and market for Facebook, and market for Pinterest. Just use that so that way you're not online all the time. There are people who say they don't like social media. My thing is, why are you online anyway? But I use social media to build my business. Yes, I have a big community and a big following on Instagram, but all of that ties in to what I'm doing. It helps you grow when people know you. If you're honest, if you support them, they'll support you. So hopefully this is giving you some information on how to market yourself. I wish you success. I really do. You can reach out to me. I'll try to put as much information in the comments as I can. If I'm missing something, just send me a message. Look for me on A Reseller's Passion on Instagram. Check me out on A Reseller's Passion podcast. I'm all over Apple, Google Play, Spotify, Alexa, Pandora, iHeart. I'm all over the place. I thank you for following, friends. Take care.